what has happened is now she's got two different emotions overlapping each other, so she doesn't have time to feel out any of her or go through the depression period that comes with the loss of a life. And he's just kind of just completely slapped this on this happy occasion.
It's like having a pet die and then your significant other going, guess who's going to Cabo? You're like, oh, that's great that I'm going to Cabo, but where do you think the worst place to propose to somebody would be?
Gosh, a lot of places for me, just because I don't like public proposals. I think those are just horrible.
Okay, if you had to go worst case scenario,
a funeral.
Man proposes to woman at her father's funeral.
Yes!
I mean, no, but yes.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So it was one wedding and a funeral. A South African pastor is being eviscerated online after filming himself proposing to a grieving woman in the middle of her father's funeral, mere feet from the deceased coffin. Video of the proposal has more than 278,000 views as critics accuse the man of making the somber occasion about himself.
Yeah, and on more simplified terms, it's just these are very intense emotions that people go to a funeral with. It just doesn't mix.
Well, this just sounds like I know we talked about Wedding Crashing last episode, but it seems very apt here. Afterwards, funeral crashing.
Oh my gosh!
Remember when Will Smith was like, he's like, these ladies are so horny from all the death.
That's true. Yeah, I think both weddings and funerals are, if there's anything we learn from Wedding Crashers, just very emotional deals.
Yeah. Whenever your emotions are at a natural high.
Yeah.
That's when guys seem to strike.
This man might have also watched Wedding Crashers.
Well, he is a pastor too, so I'm hoping.
Yeah, so I mean, let's give him a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Like, what was his reasoning behind it?
What is that, Mobumba? Oh, you have accepted my plea to marry your daughter. Thank you, sir.
He did say only in death I could marry you. So yes. Let's get this. Let's get this
your
going.
Your father gave me his approval after he died. I am pastor. You can believe me.
Yeah. I told him to blink for no, and so
yes.
It was definitely a yes.
Rise out of your grave if you do not want me to marry your daughter.
Rise up and stand, all who are against this marriage.
Yes. He's really fighting my hand on his chest. He's really trying to move. It's just crazy.
Yeah, like, I don't know where this pastor was coming from, because maybe funerals are just so normal to him in a really morbid sense that he's just...
That's a fair thing. So he doesn't have the same type of attachment, like, whereas he does one funeral a week.
Yeah.
Everybody else does one every couple of years.
Exactly.
Intriguing perspective.
So it could have been, he had forgotten the weight of a funeral.
Do you think he's been waiting for a hot daughter?
I hope he knew the girl at least first, because all decorum was out the window then.
Yeah, really, seriously. So, proposing to the deceased daughter right at the funeral, wiping the tears there and there, reads the caption on the clip, which was uploaded a week ago by the fiancé who goes by @mmojella on TikTok.
So, she accepted.
Well, yeah, she just had all this loss.
Gosh, yeah. I don't know. Let's say she truly loves him. Do you have the heart to tell someone no because of them choosing to propose to you at a funeral? I think I could. I think I would have turned you down if you'd proposed to me at a funeral.
At your dad's funeral?
Yeah. I'd be like, no.
I actually don't have a eulogy, but I'm here for another. You're like...
But I have a proposal.
Yeah. Gunshots are going off in the background.
Yeah.
Tears, everybody's shaking one at a time. I actually wanted to say something before the gunshots
That
started.
would be such a draining day.
Yeah, that just seems like you'd be like going through the day, you're like you're like happy and sad all at the same time.
The only thing that could redeem this is if the father knew about this prior to his death and he gave the okay
How do you
to
get...
specifically make this deal on his deathbed.
So a video of him all of a sudden playing.
No, but yeah, right. I approve this message.
Yes, I approve what the pastor is about to say.
No, but like maybe she was present and both her and the pastor were present and asking for his favor.
His hand.
Yeah, maybe he's on his deathbed and they knew it was on its way.
I still would have waited.
Yeah,
You're not even. The dad's not even in the ground yet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you
that's,
haven't even let closure sink in yet. Before you bring in this new.
He wants to get the father's wedding band.
Is that what it is? He goes. She goes. Yes. He goes. Give me 1 second. He's really holding. Pry it from my cold dead fingers is a lot tougher than you think.
I told him not to fist the hands
Yes.
before rigor mortis set in.
Oh my good. He loves the Black Panthers. Yeah, because they do the Black Fist.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
totally forgot that was the symbol.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the Wakanda Forever. That
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm doing Black Panther. Yeah, the OG.
I had forgotten about that part. Oh man, gonna have to rewatch that one.
It's not. No, it's Black Panthers was a movement. Still kind of is, but it was like Malcolm X was a part of it. It was about it was to fight against racial inequality.
Oh my gosh, I had forgotten about that one even more.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking. Once again, not a Disney reference. Yeah,
That is how I reference everything, though.
Hey, it's
Remember who you're talking to.
Yeah, that's fair. Sorry, Lo Siento.
Well, all right. Okay.
So, according to Central News Agency, the pastor who was presiding over the service had asked for the woman's hand in order to help her heal her broken heart. I'll try to make it sound as sympathetic as humanly possible.
Yeah, let's say we're going into this with no judgments.
Well, I'll even try to be on the side of, like, I'll be...
Okay, sell it.
I'm
us.
selling you this, right? Okay. So in the controversial clip, the deceased unnamed daughter is seen sobbing in the front row near her father's casket. Then, all of a sudden, the suitor kneels in front of the bereaved gal with a microphone and pops the question, causing the other mourners to cry out in shock. Oh. The clip ends with the pastor putting a ring on his bride-to-be's finger, which she appeared to accept. Yeah, there's not a good way to sell that, apparently.
I was hoping they would have included his actual words he spoke to her. Because maybe they were really, really good.
What if it was just really sexist? Listen.
You cannot live by yourself.
Yeah.
You are not capable.
Yes. Your father was worried about you not being able to take care of yourself. So, as a woman, I am a man, and I need wife. You're like, Jesus, dude.
Yeah, I totally understand. Maybe give it a week.
Yeah.
A different venue.
Yeah, just maybe coffee.
Just a park. Would have settled for a park.
Yeah. It was the happiest day of my... So
man.
The holy man had specifically thanked God for being in his girlfriend's life during such a difficult time. So it was his girlfriend. CEN reported. He also said that he hoped his proposal would help her come to terms with her father's passing.
I would say you made it more confusing, if anything. What has happened is now she's got two different emotions overlapping each other, so she doesn't have time to feel out any of her or go through the depression period that comes with the loss of a life. And he's just kind of just completely slapped this on this happy occasion.
It's like having a pet die, and then your significant other going, "Guess who's going to Cabo?" You're like, "Oh, that's great that I'm going to Cabo," but I kind of feel guilty for feeling joy on this day.
Yeah,
You're kind of tarnishing my. I know that my pet would want me to go to Cabo.
Or even worse, your partner brings home a new pet.
Right.
Ooh, the betrayal.
Right. That's too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just going, "Oh, well, I know that my animal would want me to be happy and go to Cabo.
There's such a thing called a mourning period for a reason.
But I'm not ready yet. I need a moment. Could you please just let the dirt settle and the first blade of grass grow?"
Yeah. It's just my pet would know I wouldn't enjoy Cabo as much as I would a month from now.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a thing called timing, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
So some postulated that the man had originally wanted to propose with the father present, and this was his indirect way of making good on his word. But that's a lot of speculation there, people.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it work in his brain somehow. This is just dude brain. This is guys who don't really understand emotion. Because I totally understand it. I not emotion. I totally understand not understanding emotion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And just going, this is a great idea. And then just running with it without thinking of emotion behind it.
Yeah. It could have started in a good place, this whole idea.
Well, he wanted to get married.
I think it quickly built momentum, and there was nobody there to check this gentleman.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, no, this is a bad idea.
I wanted it to do it in front of the entire family. And you're like, yeah. Well, you're like, and after this, no one's getting together again.
Look at this convenience.
Yes, no one is getting together again within the next, 7 months. So.
Oh, man.
Has to be done.